Are you an entrepreneur or business owner? You're kind of standing back with your hands on your hips, looking for prospects and new customers and clients, or you're looking at your invoices because people aren't paying you. What's that all about? Well, I can tell you, it's about unprocessed trapped emotions. There's something that happened to you in your business in the past that trapped one of these little buggers that's stopping you from getting the referrals, getting the contacts, getting the leads, getting the sales, getting paid. It's all about energy. And today, John and I are going to help you remove, and so you understand first why it's trapped, and most importantly, help two people today change their business when we delete some trapped emotions. Hello, everybody. My name is Michael Loge. I am live here every Saturday with John. We are the Emotion Code Bros. We're here 9 o'clock Pacific, 12 noon Eastern. We are on episode number
57.
57. That means we've been here for 57 Saturdays serving you. And today, if you're a business owner, entrepreneur, or know somebody it is, make sure you share today's show because we are going to uncover the reason why business isn't the way you want it to be. So welcome, everybody. And John, good morning.
Good morning. Yes, my name is John Inverarity. I'm certified in the Emotion Code and certified in Body Code. And I live in Vancouver, Canada, helping people all over the world with the Emotion Code and Body Code that was developed by Dr. Brad. And today we're doing business blocks, so very exciting.
That's right. I mean, I've been using them for my business, all the time. I'm always, when something isn't working, I find out what it is and helping other people. And both John and I offer business emotion code package up in the comments at the post. I put the link to John and I's business package, and we're also we're looking to work with two people today. So John, can you read out the list of conditions? If you're a business owner, entrepreneur, you have these conditions. We want to help you today. So let us know in the post. John, go ahead. What would be an ideal subject for today's show, please?
Yeah, there's a lot of conditions, a lot of aspects that go into a business to make a business successful. And we took just a few, small amount from our programs. And so some of them are, number one, not meeting or attracting any prospects. Number two, not getting any new customers or clients. Number three, not getting repeat customers or clients. Number four, not getting any referrals. Or number five, not getting paid or invoice due and outstanding for a long time. Yeah. Number six, not attracting opportunities to network their business. Number seven, nervous or dislike networking your business. And last but not least, number eight, dislike returning phone calls or following up on leads.
Yeah. All of those aren't very good if you're in business. So here's what we'd like to, if you're watching today's show, go up to the top of the comments, find out which one of those conditions are you, let us know in the chat, and John and I are going to pick a couple people to do that. But I got a couple quick announcements. If you are a body code or emotion code practitioner, today's show is for everybody, but I also, on Wednesday, I'm doing an 8-week series, and it's to help emotion code, body code practitioners build their business. And we have finished 3 of the 8. So there's a workbook that's available. If you look inside the Emotion Code room, the Facebook Emotion Code room, you'll see the downloadable. Just really quickly, on the very first class, we did words that stimulate people's purchase. You're talking to somebody about the Emotion Code. What words do you need to do that's going to have them say, you know what, I'd like to hire you. I'd like to have that. So there's a number of words. The next class we covered was how to answer that question. So what do you do? Because I know some of you stumble and fumble. Hashtag stumble and fumble. When people say, what do you do? Most of you are using the word emotion code, body code in the sentence, which doesn't mean anything. I taught you how to do that. And the last class, which is the only one that's available online, because I do the class, I leave it online for a week, and then I take it down. This last class, it is a must-see if you're in any kind of business, particularly for emotion code, body code practitioner. That's who I'm teaching. We're talking about the know, like, and trust. What do you need to do for people to know you? What do you need to do for people to like you? Because when they like you, they will listen. And most importantly, how do you get people to trust you? Well, I like to think that John and I are doing a good job with that. This is how we get people to know us and know what we do. And my hunch is you like us. You really like us. And thirdly, we want you to trust us. So that's why we're demoing the emotion code so you can trust us. And when you trust us, my hunch is you might want to do business with us. So be sure, again, there's 8 classes. We've done 3. The next class we're doing is all about the 4 styles of your client. You need to understand the style of your client so you don't tick them off. Because once ticked off, it's bye-bye. Right? Once you break rapport with a potential client or a customer, you're going to get a big old bye-bye. So we want you to hang on to potential clients, prospect clients, new clients, referral clients. I want to teach you how to uncover their style and most importantly, what words to use so you can build quick rapport with them. That is next Wednesday, 6 o'clock Pacific, 12 noon Eastern, and I put the replay inside the Emotion Code Room, Facebook group rather, for 1 week. So, John, let's do a little chat, see who's joined us, see who's saying what. Then we're going to talk about the emotion code, and then we're going to pick a couple people. First, if our friend Elaine Goldsman's working, because last week I worked with Elaine. We did a food show last week. And I worked with Elaine around ice cream. So I don't know, we'll see. Maybe she reduced it by 1%, 10%, maybe altogether. So I'm going to be looking for Elaine's comments today.
Well, look no further.
Oh, really? Okay, I don't see it. Go ahead.
Elaine Goldman, hello, bros. Today makes 1 year, no Diet Coke, and 1 week, no ice cream.
What the no ice cream is going on? And if you remember, John, I helped her get rid of ice cream last week, and I doubted myself because it only took me a minute. Remember that?
It
I was done in a minute.
One emotion. It was
and
1
then yours
second.
took like 6 minutes, and I thought, maybe I didn't do it good enough. No ice cream for a week, and no Diet Coke for a year. That's very impressive.
Yeah, that is impressive.
Elaine, thank you very much for sharing your results with everybody.
Yeah, thanks, Elaine.
Good stuff. Who else is saying what, John?
Colleen, Teresa McSpirit is here, says hello. Doug Collins says, hey, bro. Natasha, Paula, Samuel, hello, Michael and John. Looking forward to a great show as usual and watching the emotion code performed live.
Good stuff. Our friend Sig Brown's with us, and Colleen's just checking, let us know that she can hear us okay. Our friend Lauren Nelson Bowman has joined us as well.
Peter Scott Stringham, looking good. Thanks, Peter.
Good morning, Peter.
And Angela Sue Klinenberg. Hi there, guys.
Hey, 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 Angela Sue. Our friend Rajesh is with us. Hello, Michael, sir, John, sir.
Yeah. Joyce Dent, good morning.
There's Joyce. Good morning, Joyce. Sig Brown says, I really need more sales. Okay, who else?
Let's see here. Comment from Colleen, Teresa McSpirit. I would like to be considered for today's show, regardless of something and effort. I keep running into blocks and self-doubts and would like to get to the root of this problem. I would love the work, and I do want to be able to reach more people and create more prosperity. Thank you for considering me.
Okay. I think she wrote that before she knew we had a list.
Right.
So you guys can refer to the list because we want to be very, when we do our package, we cover we do everything from your beliefs to your anxiety to all those different items. But today we want one of the things on the list.
Yeah.
So both Sig and Colleen can go back up there.
Mm-hmm.
Cornelia saying good morning from Vancouver Island. Good morning, bros. I love hanging out with you guys on a Saturday morning. I think that's so honorable that people would hang out with us on a precious Saturday morning. So thank you.
Coffee with the bros. Speaking of coffee, where's Norma? Hopefully she's not having any, or maybe reducing. I worked on Norma last week on reducing or eliminating her coffee and cream.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. Gwen Lorena, good afternoon from blustery London, UK. Great to see you both. Looking forward to the show. Hey, thanks for joining us, Lorraine. And also our other UK friend. It's sunny and stormy from Barbara Rowing.
Nice. Yeah. Sig Brown, I have a fear of going out to talk to people to get new opportunities.
Okay, I'm going to work with Sig. That's a good.
It's on the list.
Yeah, fear of going out to talk to you.
Networking. Yeah. Linda Buckner says, hi, bros, and everyone. Hey, Linda.
So Sig, if you can just give me permission inside the chat, inside the comments there.
Angela says, very dedicated to my small business, but have a hard time attracting committed, dedicated business builders enough to get real traction for growth. Anne Marie Lindsay says, a lack of referrals. That was one, wasn't it? Lack of referrals?
Anne Marie Lindsay. Okay.
Not getting referrals. Yeah. That's a new name, isn't it?
It is a new name. Yep. Here's Doug Collins. Michael, a few weeks ago, you removed my abundant ceiling, and abundant ceiling means we can get to there and then we don't go any further. On this show, so much has been happening since. I'm so excited with new business, new contacts, and new doors opening. Thank you.
Nice.
Well, John and I also do an abundance program as well. We call it a program because it's not a one-off. We don't just do one trapped emotion. We've got a whole series of things you develop to process. So Doug had great results just by doing it live. Imagine 2 or 3 half-hour appointments would fix you all those areas. So good. First, John, I'm going to tell a quick little story. We're going to talk a little bit about the emotion code process. So yesterday I had a first-time client. The first time. She was pretty excited and I was excited. And she told me our friend, I call him my friend. I'd never met him in person. I've never even seen him. He's the guy that used to lay on his office floor because he was in so much pain.
Yeah.
Right? People would come into the office, he'd be laying on the floor.
Yeah.
And then I did a emotion code session with him for about 20 minutes on the phone. And after that, he walks out into the office with no cane, just walks out there. And everybody's like, what the no cane is going on? And he said, and he tried to explain it. He said, well, I just met this guy on the phone with the magnet who fixed my back. And it's like, yeah. And it's completely fixed. He hasn't laid on the floor and so on and so on. So he recommended this new one to me.
Yeah.
But so what do you want to work on today? And, just like you, I said, bring a list. If you're going to hire John or I, come with more than one thing because maybe it's going to get corrected pretty soon. So she gave me a list and I thought, you know what, I'm going to work on her knee pain because she said she has arthritis.
Yeah.
So when people talk about arthritis, you know what I do? I just put my fingers in my ears, respectfully. They don't see it. They're like pretend fingers in my ears because that's what everyone's calling pain. Like, oh, you got sore knees, that's arthritis, or you got a sore that. They just keep calling it arthritis. Now, as you know, John, when we work with people with the emotion code, we don't want to know what it's called. We don't want to know the doctor's
The diagnosis. Yeah, we don't really work with diagnosis. Yeah.
But I said, you know what, let's pretend it's not arthritis. Tell me what it is. She goes, well, it's throbbing, it's a pain, it agitates me, I have to rub my knees. Well, it sounds like arthritis. But you know what it really is?
Buggers.
Cue the buggers. So I said, okay, let's start there. And I like to start with pain because I like to show off, right? So she brought a list, and I started with pain, and I cleared all the trapped emotions in both of her knees, and I did a couple other little things there. And when I work with somebody, I don't look at them because it's confusing to them. They think I'm asking them questions.
Yeah.
So I kind of turn and I said, when I want to talk to you, I'll turn and so I'm doing my muscle testing and then when I'm asking questions and then I look at her to find out how she's doing, she had the biggest smile on her face. She said, it's gone. My arthritis is gone. Well, call it what you will. Hashtag call it what you will. So I'm going to meet her again tomorrow, Sunday, and she's very excited for our second half-hour appointment, but cleared her.
That is very exciting. Yeah.
Very exciting.
Yeah.
Okay. So John, we're talking about the work of Dr. Bradley Nelson, and he uses the term trapped emotions. What's a trapped emotion, and why is it trapped, and what is it?
So Dr. Brad wrote the book on the emotion code, and a trapped emotion is an unprocessed emotion from a past negative event, and it's trapped somewhere in your body, or maybe out here somewhere. We really don't know where they're trapped, but they're preventing your healing. They're creating these business blocks, just interfering with you, with your life. And yeah, so it's something from the past that you didn't completely process.
For some people, it might sound bizarre, but you're already experiencing it. A lot of people say, oh, I carry stress in my shoulders, right? Well, stress is an unprocessed trapped emotion, but there's actually 60 of these possibles. Trapped emotions, and they're about as big as a baseball or an apple or an orange or a cantaloupe. They're this big.
Yeah.
So if you've got 4 or 5 of those unprocessed trapped emotions in your neck, no wonder you can't move it. It's full of cantaloupes. So Like, oh, my neck hurts. It's like, yeah, you got trapped emotions there. So that's what the trapped emotion is. And our subconscious mind is the smarty pants. It knows everything. Everything you touched and smelled and tasted and experienced, all the problem, everything you've read, it just knows everything. It's a big supercomputer. And it actually knows what the trapped emotion is that's causing the pain. And you and I, trained professional practitioners, know how to ask the questions to people's subconscious mind and say, well, what are the trapped emotions that are causing it? We use this list. We're trained to know how to ask the questions. And then we use muscle testing. That's a way for us to get a real sure answer. And then when we find the answer through muscle testing, I just found it. Your subconscious mind, I was scanning the list. It's this one right here. And John, when I find it, then what do we do?
We got to get rid of it. Delete it. Dissolve it. So with intention, we use a magnet and we swipe it over the governing meridian a couple times, and that releases it, vaporizes it into thin air.
Oh yeah, so I joined a gym 3 weeks ago. I'm on session number 9.
Nice.
So
Good for you.
I've done 3 emotion code sessions
That's
with
it?
people at the gym and with my trainer almost every day after a session. Just a
Yeah.
little quickie. And sometimes when I'm laying down, my magnet rolls out of my back pocket. It says, you always bring people lose coins. I
Magnets
lose
everywhere.
magnets. I said, yeah, I bring it every time. What do you need today? So I've been, and this is part of me building my business is showing him. So now I'm getting the reputation of being the guy that's fixing people's necks and backs and legs and marital problems and everything. So,
With magnets. Yeah.
I love
That's
that.
that's
Very
amazing.
exciting. Hey, if
Yeah.
you're in the Victoria, BC area, next Thursday night, I'm giving a live in-person motion code presentation at the meetup group called Inspire Victoria. And I'm going to present the 7 keys, just like John and I are doing. Then I'm going to
Yeah.
call 2 or 3 people to the front of the room. What kind of people am I looking for, John?
Limpers.
Limpers, 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 lower back pain, sore knees, sore legs. And my goal is to remove and eliminate all the pain in front of everybody live. And then I'm going to get some like, what did he just do? So very excited about that. So just to recap, John, we're looking for 2 people. Now people are used to emotion code being pain related, but it's any kind of blocks. It's blocks to business, it's blocks to love, it's blocks to money, it's blocks to success. It's writing blocks. I've worked with 2 or 3 writers that have writer's block, or sometimes they call it brain fog. And one
Yeah.
of them said she spent 3 days with a pad of paper after a session. She said
Yeah.
everything got released. So even though we do talk a lot here about physical pain, it's also mental blocks, anxiety. Anybody with any kind of anxiety, social anxiety, anybody with depression, PTSD, any past relationship that messed you up. Like, oh, that relationship, boy, when I ended that relationship, I said, never again will I trust a man or a woman. In other words, something happened in that relationship that these trapped emotions,
Yeah.
stopping you from moving forward. So today we're really talking about business blocks.
Yeah.
So Sig Brown, she is a loyal watcher here. She's with us, I think, every Friday and Saturday. So she's going to receive a session today. Now, in order to receive that, she's given me permission because that's part of the criteria. Is permission, and she's got this fear of going out. So, John, we're just using any kind of magnet. I like these because they're long and they fit in my pocket, and
Yeah, I've got some of them too.
bulky. Yeah, they just.
I've been using this one lately. A little bit
Yes,
lighter.
you don't even need 2. You can just use 1. But in my head, some people don't use them at all, but my style is to use them. So, this is my form of muscle testing. I'm just going to keep my arms down here to kind of save my shoulders, and I'm just going to ask my subconscious mind. Now, I need fuel for this, so, and the fuel is right here, it's water. So I'm going to take some water. That's very French. That's how I'm going to drink water, is translated in French. I'm going to take some water. And I remember my mother, who's French, instead of turn on the stove, she would say, turn on the fire. That's how it translated. Turn on the fire. It's like, Mom, there is no fire.
Do you speak French?
Je parle français un petit peu, mais je suis trop gêné pour parler français. Yeah. My mom and dad spoke French when we grew up, and then after my mother had her stroke, she lost all of her English.
Oh, wow.
She was only French. So,
Huh.
but now with the emotion code, she is doing really well.
You bringing the English back?
Just back. And okay, let's talk back to Sig Brown, our friend in Washington.
Back to
I'm
Sig.
just going to check in with Sig. So right now, I am connected, and I'm her proxy. And her proxy means I can do this on her behalf. So
Yep.
I think we should get a severity from her subconscious mind. So right now, whether you like it or not, believe it or not, or understand it or not, I am connected via proxy to a woman that's living in another country. I have her permission. That's a yes. Am I Michael? Am I connected to Michael's brain? No. Am I connected to Sig Brown? Sig Smith? No. Sig Brown, yes. So my conscious mind was talking about, I get this fear of going out to talk to people and talk about my business and, just that comfort level. What is the severity of the discomfort and blocks that are stopping and blocking me from talking about my business freely? On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being severely blocked and stopping and resistance, what's my number? Is it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9? So it's a 9. Is it a 10? No, it's a 9. So my fear, me being Sig Brown, my fear that's stopping and blocking me, my level of discomfort for talking to people about my business is a 9. Okay, we know it's severe. Looking at the chart behind me, I'm going to ask this question. How many trapped emotions are causing this problem? Is it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10? Oh, there's 10 of them. Okay, are any of them in column A? No, so they're all in column B. Is it row B, 1, 2? It's B2. Okay, it's failure. So the first trapped emotion is failure. And you can see how having that trapped emotion would stop you from moving forward and feeling comfortable. Do I need to know when this happened? No, but it's failure. Can I release it? So with the magnet, I'm diluting that unprocessed trapped emotion of failure. I'm going to find the next one. Is the next one in B1, 2? Is it helplessness? It is. Do I need to know more? Releasing helplessness. Is the next one hopelessness? It is. Releasing hopelessness. Is the next one lack of control? Yes. I see a pattern here. That's why I'm shortcutting myself. And is there low self-esteem? Yes. Do I need to know more? Low self-esteem. Okay, we all have all of these, but you can see how these would be a contributing factor. I have failure from the past, helplessness about doing this, hopelessness, lack of control, and low self-esteem. But there's 5 more. Are they in column A? Are they in column B? Is it row 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Are they all row 5? They are. Do I need to know more about them? Is it all of row 5? Okay, that was easy. Is the first one conflict, releasing conflict? Is the second one creative insecurity? That means blocks of creativity, can't think of ideas to network or market. It is creative insecurity. Is the next one terror? That'll stop a networking. Terror, yeah. Is the next one unsupported? Yeah, you don't feel very supported in your business. Is the next one unsupported? It is. And is the next one wishy-washy? Yes. Okay, now I'm going to find out if there's any more trapped emotions that are in the way. I'm just reminding myself that I'm Sig Brown. I'm asking about the severity of the problem that's blocking, stopping me from getting out there, network, proudly talking about my business. Before today's session, what was the block that was stopping me? Was it 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9? And now is it 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2? No, there's more. Are they trapped? No, they're the HBs.
Hidden buggers.
They're hidden. That means part of some of the other ones are just tucked away. How many hidden ones are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Excuse me. Are they in column A or B? Is it B1, 2? Is it B2? Is it all of B2? Okay, that's easy. Hidden failure. Is there hidden helplessness? Hidden helplessness. Is there hidden hopelessness? Hidden hopelessness. Okay, John, why don't you start your session and I'll carry on here.
Yeah, so I picked Anne-Marie Lindsay. It's a new name, so we like to work on new people. And it was lack of referrals. And there was another one here, but I'll start with lack of referrals for Anne-Marie. And if you give me a severity in the comments on scale of 1 to 10, 10 being 0 referrals or absolutely no referrals ever. And I'll just connect up to Anne now. Anne-Marie Lindsay.
I'm just doing a couple little cleanups here.
Yeah, absolutely. So just connect up and act as a proxy. Good. 6 out of 10, she says. Thanks, Anne. And Norma might be watching as well. Norma, worked on you last week on coffee. Let us know how that's going for you. You can.
I'm just going to complete with SIG and then you can take over.
Sure,
On a
yeah.
scale of 1 to 10 before this session, what was the severity that was stopping and blocking me from talking about my business, networking, going out? I had all this fear. What was the severity of it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And now it's at 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Do I need to do anything else on this? No? Am I done? Yeah. I'm just going to disconnect from SIG here. Okay, Sig Brown, you, my friend, are going to have an update for us next week.
Found a helplessness for Anne Marie. Helplessness. So let's clear that out. Lots of comments for you to catch up on, Michael.
I see that Kelly Mae Glover is saying good morning to you and I. So nice to have her back. Margaret Luz, I finally found you. We're glad you found us, Margaret. Welcome aboard. And Anne Marie's confirming her severity 6 out of 10. Angela is clapping for Anne Marie because she gets to be the recipient today. Barbara Rowing says, I have anxiety talking to people and returning phone calls. Okay, that might be in the way of successful business. Angela Sue says, I may get the opportunity to network, but the lack of boldness to actually present the opportunity, I would love to be considered and given permission if chosen.
So it cleared a hopelessness and a dread from you, Anne Marie.
Garut said, I'm almost paralyzed by fear and afraid of taking action to attract them. So, really today's an opportunity for you to hear and understand all the different areas around business. It's not just, oh, I'm not getting any sales. I'm not getting referrals. I'm scared to return phone calls. I'm worried about networking. And I go to a networking meeting and I'm hiding in the corner and do yourself a favor and get through all those blocks. Hashtag hire a bro. We can help you. We've done it with our business. We're successful. We've done it with other people. And it wouldn't be one thing. It would be a whole series of things. And you will get tremendous results. Okay, Peter Scott Stringham says he's ready to start cutting back on his day job hours as the motion code business continues to grow. There are blocks to clear so I can make this move.
Yeah, I did it. Absolutely did it. Cut back on the day job, and now I'm full time.
I wish I had this when I left my government job because I was, I could hear my parents say, "You're leaving a government job? Are you crazy?"
Yeah,
And
I left
you know
a
what? I
union
stayed in my
job.
government job a year longer than I ever should have.
Yeah, I left my job
Probably
13 years.
testimony.
I left it. Yeah.
Okay, Elisa Parks. I have an almost sickening aversion to talking with people and getting to know them. An extremely uncomfortable feeling washes over me. This seriously gets in the way. Yeah, that's definitely anxiety ridden. So honestly, do yourself a favor. I put the link to both John and I's business sessions, so see which one of those fits for you. Janice Pritchard has joined us. Don Boehm, good morning, bros. I still need to find more prospects. Talk with a lot of people, but the right people have been somewhere else. Yeah, they're tucked behind your trapped emotions. Elise Shockey is saying good morning. Hey, Elise. And Lauren Nelson saying she's not getting repeat customers or clients, okay? That's trapped emotion related. Networking for Sue. Tammy Prince is saying good morning. Don Campbell's from Richmond, BC, saying good morning. John, do you want to give us an update?
Yeah, so I cleared unsupported, heartache, failure, dread, hope, helpless, and I'm at a 3 out of 10. So I'll just keep going. I'm just muscle testing in my head. I muscle test like this. It looks really weird.
Yeah.
Make a little loop there, loop there. Speaking of
Hash-
weird, I'll just
Hashtag
continue right along.
IDC.
Yeah, that's weird.
Hashtag IDC. I don't care. What I mean by that, I don't care what people think if it looks weird. So, yeah, SIG's going to let us know next week. So here's what I'd like you to do, people watching. We have the list above. I think John said there's 7, 1 to 7. I want you to find 2 of those items for yourself and put them in the chat. If you were going to have an emotion code session, well, we could work on all 7 of those, but if you could have a quickie session, which 2 would you choose? Either put the number in the chat or what the item is. Which 2 would you choose? I am going to tell you a story about a mortgage broker from Vancouver that I worked on, right? And he's kind of an old school guy. He's been in business for a long time, a traditional networker. He's very good at that. And business was slow. Like he said, he goes, I remember the days when I had a client a day. He goes, I got one, and that was his goal. One, mortgage, it's a bigger business. He does not like he's getting paid by the half hour. He'd make more money.
Mm-hmm.
He said he goes, if I get a client every 2 weeks now, and somebody said I should do the emotion code. I went online, I typed emotion code, your name came up, and he said, so I'm just ready to play. Let's do it. So I worked with him for 3, he bought the business package, so I worked with him 3 half-hour. Well, after the first half-hour session, he comes in right there, he goes, now I don't know if it's a coincidence. Of course, we love hearing that, right?
Yeah.
Coincidence is evidence of law of attraction, and law of attraction is evidence of the removal of negative. He said, I had 4 realtors that used to refer him all the time. He hasn't heard from in years. Contact him. Not 1, 4 of them.
Wow.
What the realtor is going on? Now he's averaging a minimum of 1 new client a day, and everything changed for his business.
Nice.
And now he's recommending other people to me. So they'll say, oh, buddy sent me your way. He said you helped him get referrals in business. And I'm using the same program, but everybody obviously has different trapped emotions. So, this is a business investment for you business people and entrepreneurs. It's an investment. Hiring us for our business package, you can probably make that money back quickly and easily when we remove these blocks. These are like orange cones on the highway that are stopping you from moving forward. And we are the official orange cone removers. Sorry, John, I didn't cue you up for the orange cone today. I didn't know I was going to talk about it.
Next week.
Good. I'm going to do a refresh, John, while you're still working there.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I found a discomfort or no, discouragement.
Says there's no such thing as coincidence. There absolutely is
yeah.
so. You know what? If there was no such thing as it, then why would we need a word to describe it? You see, coincidence is evidence of law of attraction. So when you say, this is such a coincidence, I was just thinking about you, you're really showing evidence, but I get that. So Tammy Prince is saying her 2 areas would be referrals and repeat customers. In this emotion code business program that I'm teaching, in the future, I'm going to be talking about what if you had 30 repeat clients a month? You know how easy it is to serve 30 of the same clients instead of having to find new ones? So definitely we want to work on what is your blocks and resistance about repeat clients? What is your beliefs that people are, all the beliefs that people are going to hire you once? What's your anxiety about having all of these are reasons. But if you can get 30 loyal clients, your dentist does it, your chiropractor does it, they look at you and say, oh, buddy's going to be here. He's coming twice a month. I did. I went once a week for a year. Hashtag put your kids through college. With my sore hip. And during my program, I'm going to tell you how to do that. The very last class in the 8 classes, I'm going to tell you what you need to be doing to get repeat clients and customers, and how to build your client loyalty. So good. My friend Janet Vianic, she just joined. She said, old school guy, I love your storytelling.
Yeah.
Oh, Angela Sue said, working with John was a big factor in hitting my early spring business goals. Well, that's good to hear.
Great, yeah.
Okay, who else? What else would you, if you were going to hire a bro, what would you want to work on? What couple things in that list. Kelly Mae Glover saying, Helena did a clearing for social media nervousness, like just putting yourself out there. And it was cleared, and wow, I'm more relaxed about talking to people now and going out to events.
Great.
That's helpful.
Yeah.
Good. Doug Collins, I have to hire you, Michael, for the business package. This is definitely a great investment and a business expense write-off. Listen, Doug, you are going to be making so much money. Yeah. Janet saying, orange cone removers are us. Delane Major saying, good morning. Barbara Rowing, business investment equals tax rebate.
There you go, Barbara.
Yeah, if that's your motive to get a tax rebate or be able to write us off, hashtag write off hire a bro and hashtag write off a bro. John, do you want to give us an update on your client?
I got it down to a 0, yeah. So for Anne-Marie Lindsay, heartache, defensiveness, discomfort, vulnerability, lack of control, unsupported, failure, dread, helplessness.
Well, if you're just joining us, be sure to watch from the beginning of the show where we talk about how these unprocessed negative emotions. I worked on Sig Brown. She was nervous and had a lot of fear about talking about her business and getting really out there. Her severity was a 9 out of 10. That's pretty severe. Down to a 0. And Sig's loyal with us. She'll be back next week and give us an update about what's changed. And for the rest of you, don't wait till next week to hear Sig's success story. You have one of your own. Up inside the top part of the chat there, not the chat, but the post, there's a link to both John and I. And we can help you this week. Hey, I can help you today or tomorrow. We can help you this week remove all the negative trapped emotions and open the gates, open the flood. You know, a faucet?
The valve.
If you have a hose that has a kink in it, you know what the kink is? Right here. The kink is negative trapped emotions that are blocking the flow in that hose. Let us be your kink remover. As you turn on the tap and nothing's coming out, you're not attracting any business, customers, or referrals. It's because the kink in the hose. Let us remove the kink in the hose, which is trapped emotion, and stand back. Because you're going to get wet, baby. You're going to get wet. We had a fun show today. Here's what I'd like to do. I'd like to hear from 5 people as we wrap up today. What did you like about today? What was interesting? What did you learn? What was new? What excited you? What made sense? And when are you booking a bro? Doug Collins gave us a hashtag right off a bro. And Anne-Marie said, thank you, exclamation marks. I'll update you next week. Excited to get some new referrals.
That's awesome. Yeah. Great, Anne-Marie. Excited for you?
Good. Okay, I'm just refreshing my screen here. John, what are we doing next week?
Hey, if we didn't pick you this week, come back next week for your business blogs part 2. Yeah, so we're going to continue on. Absolutely, we're going to continue on. Probably a new list of blocks, concerns, and we're going to pick 2 new people. Right?
Yeah. I'm laughing at Barbara Rowing. Michael's great sings for everything. That's another way of saying Michael's got an answer for everything. But it's a great saying for everything. Thank you, Barbara. Yeah, next week we're repeating what we did today. You know, I know there's a lot of you that are watching, your business people, your entrepreneurs, your salespeople, you maybe have your own business, and we want you to really understand that trapped emotions are everything. They're relationship blocks, they're money blocks, they're physical pain, they're creativity blocks, they're fear blocks, they're anxiety blocks, they're PTSD related problems. So, and the purpose of this show is to let you know of all that's, you know, I want to check, I think we're on episode 57.
Yeah.
On episode 57, we've been doing 57 different things to show this is the beautiful process of the emotion code. So we're going to hear next week from 2 people we worked on today. And we're looking for 2 more people next week. So come early. Let us know what you want to work on. John, is there any last minute comments there you want to read?
No, everything. A couple new ones. Natasha Paula Samuel says, learned how the emotion code can be used in all areas of business blocks.
Okay, good stuff. That's what we wanted today. Thank you, Natasha.
Yeah, Lauren Nelson Bowman. I want to rocket launch my business. Love this info, guys.
Yeah. Sylvie Bellini saying, I love the way you become so mainstream. Well, what you don't know is that we were both nervous a year ago on episode number 1. We really put ourselves out there. I think Dr. Brad was the only one that really had any exposure on YouTube. So we put ourselves out there. I've been doing that my whole life. I've been being on the forefront of ideas and taking the risk and feeling the fear and doing it anyway. And we just planned to do one show, and then it got addictive. Like, holy S-balls, that was fun. You want to do it again Saturday? And we thought, wow, Saturday is such a precious day. And now it's just part of my business model. I do a show on Friday. I do the show on Saturday. So, yeah, we are mainstream. And I also think we're dominating YouTube with emotion code sessions. Angela Sue says, it's great. It's always neat to me how fast y'all are. Thank you. I think you read Laura's comment.
Yeah.
I don't know if you read Colleen's comment. I love hearing the success stories of so many issues. We like that too. Yeah, Janet Bianic is acknowledging that I'm Aquarius, and it's very Aquarius-ish to be on the forefront of new ideas. And then what we do, we end up trying to enroll people, because I did it with Law of Attraction 18 years ago. And then I did it with EFT, and then so I was always in front of an idea thinking, oh, I love this. It's like, oh, I love this movie. You got to come watch it. So thank you, Janet, for saying that. Okay, John, I can see it on the below your name there, but let people know about, well, first, if people book a session, how easy is that to do? And then what happens after that? Like, what's the process to actually get prepared for it? Let people know, and then we're going to wrap up. Go ahead.
Yeah, we have online booking. Both Michael and I have booking on our websites. So I'm at aliveandpeer.com. So it's written right below me. And I'll put the link in the comments, or the link's already in the post at the top. And we have scheduling button. So just click the button, put in your time zone. It links up to PayPal. It's really easy. So you book a session, time that works for you. And then we meet up. Just let us know if it's over the phone or video, so we can have it on like Blue Jeans like this, or Zoom, or Skype. And it's easy as that. That's it.
Okay. And if you don't want us to see you, you're more shy. I have some customers that I've never seen. I've done many sessions. Then we just work over the phone, or we come here without the video. It's up to you. Some people are very sensitive about what we're working on, and we get all that. They're private sessions, but they're shy. And after a while, they come around in some cases. Well, John, I had fun today as usual, and I'm looking forward to some results for next week. Again, if you're in the Victoria area, join me on Thursday. I want to say August 3rd. I think it is. And make sure you join me on Wednesday evening on this Facebook group for the 8-week series for the business building for emotion code, body code practitioners. And next week we're doing how to detect your client's communication learning style so you can stay in rapport with them. Okay, John, we'll check in with you next week. Have a great weekend, everybody, and thanks for hanging out with us today. And if you know somebody in business, today might be the day to share with them, the show to share with them. See you later, everybody.
See everyone. Thanks.